In 2011, a course was set. Amidst a year of historic turmoil and change, Prem Rawat would continue his work for peace with an unprecedented level of commitment.
When I speak, I want to speak to everyone. Just a simple message for just you and me to be in peace.
He would visit 37 cities and do 52 events in 14 countries to deliver a message that is more than words. A message that could be called a revolution of understanding.
There has to be a real change in people's understanding and consciousness. Peace has to be understood as a reality, not fiction.
Nearly 500,000 people would hear Prem Rawat deliver his message of peace live.
Fundamentally, my message does not reach into the realms of religion or philosophies or cultures. It reaches for the heart of every human being.
There would be celebrations in England, Spain and the United States, marking the 40th anniversary of Prem Rawat's arrival in the West and the 45th anniversary of his beginning his work for peace.
I came so that people could celebrate every single day. That message has not changed.
In 2011, Words of Peace Global Television would be seen in over 43 countries across 360 stations, reaching a peak audience of 10 million people. By the end of 2012, the numbers could be staggering.
I'm fighting for us, all of us, on this planet. One day at a time, one person at a time, making that resolve for peace is what's going to change the face of humanity.
I think that peace is definitely fundamental to our existence because
we need to believe in peace, we need to talk about peace.
There's no question in my mind that peace is possible.
Make a difference this year. Of all the years that you've been alive on the face of this earth, make a difference this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Prem Rawat.
Thank you. I'm here to talk about that one very simple thing. That joy, that peace, the possibility that exists because you are alive. Now, I'm sure there are people who would like to hear something new, so I have something new to tell you. Did you know a bumblebee can go around the world with just 1 gallon of honey? There. So much for the new stuff. It can, apparently. I haven't asked a bumblebee, but that's the calculation. But what's important? And what is important is that you have this life. That is important. That is true. That is real. And if somebody was to say to you that, given that you have this incredible opportunity, this fantastic opportunity, to have this thing called life, what would you do? What would you do with it? Would you squander it away? Or would you embrace it and make the most out of it? Which one? Because one moment lost is not a moment that is coming back, that is redeemable, that is tunable, that is reversible. Such is the severity of the subject that I talk about. Because it isn't, This life has to be lived consciously. Because it isn't, you cannot afford anything else but that simple singularity in your life, to pursue that one thing that is nothing less than fulfillment every single day. To be fulfilled. To be in that joy. This is what every drop of water does. Every drop of water. How do I know this? I just happen to be taking pictures of drops of water. And when you shoot this little drop doing its thing, what do you see? Sheer magic. Because what is going to happen? There is nothing you can do about it. That drop is going to fall, not because you caused it to fall. It's going to fall because of the good old thing called gravity. Nature. Water, nature. Falling, nature. What's going to happen? You have no control over it. All you can do is be that witness in 64/100th of a second, to be able to snap it. And what is? It takes a lot of patience, believe me, because you're there waiting for that drop to fall and you go, cluck, and you look at the screen and there's nothing there. Nothing. You missed it. Try again. Nothing. Then try to get in rhythm. Try to get in rhythm. Closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And then magic. And what have you just taken a picture of? Something that'll never be duplicated. It can't. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because that's the way it is with life. If you're not in rhythm, you are the photographer. You are the photographer. And if you're not in rhythm, believe me, every time you turn to that screen, it's going to be nothing, 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 and then there may be an accident. And when that accident happens, there might be something. And then you go again, and nothing, 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 and then the warning. Card full. That's it. No more. Isn't that what happens in life? Here we are. Somebody tells us, there's magic out there. Oh yeah, I want part of that magic. I want that. Somebody says the word peace. That sounds good. Where is it? It's within you. So let me get my rig together. Okay, I'm looking for peace now. Peace, 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 peace. Nothing. Peace, nothing. Peace, nothing, nothing, nothing. And then, oh my God. I think there's something there. Is that peace? What does peace feel like? When you are in a vegetable state, or is it when you have really had a good night's sleep and you wake up in the morning and you're fresh and you look out the window and there's just a beautiful sight and you go, ha, this is peace. That's peace. What is peace? What is peace? So why does this world go around in a circle, 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 going, this is peace, this is peace, this is peace, this is peace. World peace. You heard me say world peace, right? World peace. And I'm here today to tell you it all begins with personal peace, not world peace. It begins with personal peace. Peace within you. Is there one? Yes. Then the question is, what does it feel like? This question can only be answered with a question. Have you never felt it? Because if you haven't, you should feel it. And when you have felt that peace, because it is important, then your life, then every drop you begin to see and appreciate. How beautiful. It's a simple story. It's not a complicated story. You came. And you were given this chance, this opportunity to be, of all things in this world, of all things in this world, you were given the opportunity to be alive. Have you ever seen a river merge with the ocean? Have you ever seen it? Maybe from an airplane? You can actually tell where that river water is. It doesn't keep going. It doesn't keep going and going and going. There's a distinct line. And it's not flowing anymore, and whatever the sediments were in the river are starting to settle, and it has no reason to flow anymore because it can't flow anymore. It's reached the sea level. It has nowhere to go. It's content. This was its journey. This was its journey. This is what it was aiming for. This is why it went over the rocks. This is why it fell. This is why it picked itself up. This is why it went and relentlessly went and never slept and never took a break and never even in a moment, no hesitation to just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going till it met with the ocean. How simple. This is where the journey began from. And now that this river has joined the ocean again, this journey is complete. That is peace. No more. Fulfilled. This is fulfillment. Hard to write a book about this stuff because it's so living. Has to be felt every day in the contrast of everything that goes on in your life, everything that happens in your life. This is happening, that's happening, this is this way, this is this way. And you're trying to cope cope and cope and cope and trying to make things better, and you have your hopes and you have your dreams and you have your ideas, and you look at the world and you look at yourself and you want the world to be good, and some days you want to be good, and some days you want the world to be good, and some days you want to be good, and you want your neighbor to be good, and you want your cat to be good, and you want your dog to be good, and you want your toilet to be good, and you want your sink to be good, and you want all these things to be good, and this is your pursuit. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Your clothes, your shoes, your car, your friends. I mean, after all, is that what life is? All it is just being human. Because what else can you be? What else are you going to be? What else could you possibly be? So if that's who you are, then accept that fact. Accept it. Don't say, well, I want to be something different. I want to be some enlightened little firefly. It's impossible. You're human. And of course you're going to make mistakes. Of course you're going to make mistakes. And you're going to try not to make mistakes, and then you'll make more mistakes. Because trying not to make mistake is a mistake. That's taking on something that human beings simply cannot do. I mean, it's just, that's something we all do. If I wasted today, I'm not going to lament another second. Not going to waste another second lamenting that I wasted today, but I'll come up with a plan for tomorrow. I will try a little harder, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to be a little more conscious, to see, to appreciate. Appreciation begins not from other people. Appreciation begins from within yourself. To appreciate first that you are alive. That there's something in me that calls me again and again to be fulfilled. And I am so thankful for that. Because without that, prompting me again and again to be fulfilled, I would be lost. That is my courage. That is my encouragement. That is my courage. That's what gives me the courage to every day move forward from that place so I can be fulfilled. Some people will look at their life and they will weigh it by what has happened. Some people will look at their lives and weigh it by what could happen. What could happen? Stop. Turn inside and know that even when there is absolutely nothing happening, there is something going on, and it is the most magnificent. The coming and going of this breath. And if it wasn't happening, you wouldn't ask yourself, how come there's nothing happening? So, the bumblebee can go around the world on 1 gallon of honey. That's pretty good. Because, I couldn't go around the world with 1 gallon of anything. But it does. That's all it would need. Totally green. Totally green. I mean, in the production of that honey, it's just totally natural. It's something what the flowers wanted to give voluntarily so that the bee could come and could do the dab. So, I mean, it's like, it's the only thing where nothing is being destroyed, in fact, created. Pollination has occurred, and boy, that bumblebee is going to be happy going around the world with a gallon of honey available. I mean, you can just, they get so caught up, so focused on getting that honey that they do not care about anything. Just flower to flower to flower to flower. I mean, what an agenda. What a plan. What a plan. Just keep doing it. But so focused, and that's what focusing means, so focused. You too should go around your world on 1 gallon of honey, of pure, sweet, wonderful honey. And the only way to get that honey is to be focused. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. No more, no less. Make a difference this year. Of all the years that you've been alive on the face of this earth, make a difference this year. Truly, 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 truly. I could go on, but then, I've got the whole year has already been plotted out, and it just goes around the world, everywhere, talking about this message, bringing this joy and hope, because it's good news. It's all good news. It's not bad news. It's really, really, really good news. It's really good news. And when people hear it, they like it. I like it too. I like it too. So thank you very much, and good night. Thank you.